Hello everyone, happy Holy Thursday. You've caught me in the sacristy here at St. Catherine looking for something. I don't know if any of you have actually been here in the sacristy. It is quite deluxe. We have the big high altar and the church is out there, but I don't know if I just give you a little bit of a tour through this sacristy. You'll see the bell controller that we use. We have 5 bells, and you may think that Father Buster is out there ringing the rope, but actually we have a digital controller that helps us to ring the bells when we want to. We have the different items we use for Holy Mass. You see the bread that we use to consecrate for Holy Mass. We have the sacred sink. Every Catholic church has a special sink with a special drain that goes directly into the ground. So when we purify the sacred vessels, it doesn't go into the to the regular sewer system, but into the ground. You'll see on the one wall, those are cabinets that have all the robes that the servers use, and on the wall you'll see the paperwork we have for the relics. You know, here at St. Catherine we have 4 relics. We have the relic of St. Catherine, St. Dominic, St. Margaret Mary, and St. Maria Faustina. And for them to be authenticated, you have to have the paperwork that goes from the religious communities that we get these relics from. And so you'll see there, we have a cross, a crucifix that has a relic of St. Catherine that we open just once a year. Every year on her feast day, for the blessing of the sick, we'll open that crucifix. You see on the wall, we have a beautiful picture of the seminarians to encourage our servers to look and say, maybe I could be a priest someday too. Or maybe God is calling me to religious life. So we have the seminarians there. And of course, the Book of Remembrance. We remember all the priests. Every time we say Mass, we think about priests who died on this anniversary. And so that's what that book is. And the sign-up sheet. If you keep moving on this side, over by me, we have all the priest vestments and all of our robes that we use. You see the purple that we have during this season of Lent. So it's really a wonderful sacristy, and we have everything we need here. So I've been in here this morning, like I said, looking for things. When we moved in, I didn't have a chance to organize everything. We just kind of put things away. It's been quite a Lent. As you know, every Lent we start in the desert. We went into the desert where Jesus was tempted by the devil, and then we went up the mountain to the mountain of Transfiguration. Every year on the second Sunday of Lent, we go to the top of the mountain, and then Sundays 3, 4, and 5 we had what we call the Long Johns. I don't know if you like Long Johns. It's one of my favorite donuts. The 3 Long John readings. The story of the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman, followed by the story of the man born blind. Not just somebody who had a poor eyesight, but he was blind from birth. Jesus came and restored his sight to him. Then we had the story of Lazarus, Jesus raising Lazarus, and Martha who said, I have come to believe that you are the Christ. It's a process. She didn't believe right away, but she came to believe, just like many of us have come to believe. And of course, then last Sunday was the really long one. We had the Gospel of Matthew, the Passion according to Matthew with the blessing of palms. And hopefully all of you have taken your palm branches and your old palm branches and buried them in your yard, in front yard, backyard, to pray during these spring storms, that our homes will be protected. And so now we're in the Triduum, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. These most sacred times. Tonight, Holy Thursday, and I've actually found what I was looking for in these cabinets. I found the communion cups. These cups, these communion cups that we use for people to receive the precious blood, to receive Holy Communion. Under both forms, under both species, they call it. Of course, we receive Christ fully in the bread, but there's a fuller sense when we receive both the body and the blood of Christ. And the bishop has said that we can bring them back. We can bring back the communion cups after having put them away because of COVID. These last 3 years have been awful. We've lost so much. It's been a difficult time for your family, for my family. The biggest loss, of course, is the loss of life. In the 3 years since the COVID pandemic began, we had a total of 15 COVID funerals. These are our parishioners, people we loved and lost because of this virus. 15 total. In addition to that, the loss of life, many of us have lost health and have not completely recovered. Those of us who've had COVID, they say long COVID or just the effects of COVID. So many people are still not back to where they were. A third thing maybe, that we can talk about losing is some confidence. I think many of us have lost confidence in our government with all their mandates and restrictions and masking, and many people have struggled with our government and them telling us what to do and whether it's the right thing to do. Lost a little bit of confidence in government or maybe even in the church. Our bishops saying that Mass was suspended, and there was a time where we had no Mass at all, and we wondered whether that was wise. So maybe a little bit of confidence in our government or even in our church, but we're back. Unfortunately, not everyone is back. There are people who left the church, who stopped coming to Mass, started watching on TV, and they still haven't returned, even after these years. But they're coming back. Everything is getting back to normal. People are coming back to Mass, bringing back things that we had lost, like communion cups. We'll start this Holy Thursday being able to receive the precious blood, and then continue at every Mass. There'll be the opportunity for people to receive the precious blood. So it's like a new springtime in the church as we continue to win back those things maybe that we lost through that pandemic. I was a little afraid, going through these cabinets, what I'd find down here. I thought maybe, after 3 years there'd be some spiders down here, but I can tell you there isn't. If there were spiders in here, this would have been a mini thought, not a Thursday thought. And after Easter, you'd be looking for a new pastor. But no spiders. Everything is clean. Everything is good, and we're looking forward to seeing all of you this Easter Sunday. We've been working very hard. We've had beautiful music and liturgies. This is a new time, a new springtime for all of us. May it be a blessed time for your family and for mine. Let us truly give thanks to God for the gift of His Son, and Jesus for the gift of our salvation by His life, His death, His resurrection, to save us, to redeem us. So happy Easter to all of you. We'll see you hopefully at all of the liturgies. May God bless you and bless your families. God bless.